han creado los hombres en la faz de la tierra. Por amor, hay quien haya querido regalarle una estrella. Por amor, fue una vez al Calvario con una cruz a cuesta.
Welcome, mi gente, to another episode of El Latino Rudio. As you can see, we're not in the studio today. There was a few little glitches there that needed to be worked out, but we're coming on live from home, and I'm here, and Charles is in his home, and Charles,
Yes.
what's going on,
uh,
buddy?
Hanging in there, wishing I was in the studio, but
You
things
know
that
what?
we can't control.
I was kind of looking forward to going to the studio today.
Yeah,
Usually I say,
things that we
I
can't
don't feel like
control.
going, but it is what it is,
That's what
right?
happens. That's what happens when they trying to remodel stuff.
Yeah, hey, listen, hopefully, I hope it's for the better. But so
That's
how
what
was
I
your
say.
weekend?
It was good. It was good. Relaxing. Got a couple things done. Getting ready. Because
Yeah,
the
my brother had
summertime, it's crazy.
I hear you. My brother had two runs this weekend. He didn't get to do the Pride run on Saturday. Something I don't know what it was, but we did the Achilles run on Sunday, which is for I don't want to, for lack of a better term, for people who are handicapped. And as
Oh,
far as
I
I
thought
got
I
to,
thought he was just gonna run until his Achilles breaks.
yeah, yeah, they call it the Achilles running. Yeah, people riding on the bikes using the hand power and stuff like that.
Oh,
And
okay.
it was I think it was a 5K, so it came out to like
Yeah,
about 4 miles.
if hey Carmen, how's it going?
Carmen,
Um,
what's up, girlie?
yeah, if you talk to your brother or if he's here, do they do the wheelchair run in New York? I don't think so, right?
Well, that's what this was. I mean, you had
Because I
regular
know
people
I
running
know
it,
no, but I'm saying there are
or like
como está,
exclusive.
Rosa? There are
Rosa.
people that can walk, but they would use the wheelchair to earn money. I know they did that one time in Pennsylvania. I know in Massachusetts, I think they did it.
Okay. People who are not wheelchair bound, but will do an event like that to raise
Right.
money.
Like they did the wheelchair basketball and there was wheelchair people that
That's a,
were not wheelchair on the wheelchair
that's a
to
good
show,
question.
those are things
I
that
doubt it.
hey
I
Carmen.
doubt it if the Canusin runs with the all this stuff is New York the New York Road Runners, so they do like official events and stuff like that. But
Oh, okay.
I'm sure
Yeah,
there
I
are
got you.
organizations that do that, probably like every year or maybe twice a year. But I'll look into that.
Yeah, they should do some things like that. I know
I think they do. Every once in a while, you see it coming out on the news and stuff.
yeah, because I know in Mass they did it. And it was funny because a lot of people were forgetting that they can't stand up, so they were standing up and they were losing and stuff. So
Or they'll fall off the wheelchair. And what it is, they say at the end, it goes, "Yo, this thing is harder than what you think."
yes, there was some people that were smart that strapped themselves to the wheelchair so they would not
Right.
get up. You know, and it's funny because the people who are that wheelchair bound, they have themselves strapped as well. You
Yeah.
know, so but they can get up faster than we could.
Oh,
You
absolutely,
know,
bro. And they can move around in those wheelchairs, man. Let me tell you, they got some strong arms.
yeah. So some things you can't take advantage of. You know,
Exactly.
sites and all that. So
You're not lying. And
listen, yeah.
also, we got a little bit of a weather alert going on with that. Some of that smoke, the Canadian wildfire smoke, is going to come back down this way. It's not going to be as bad as it was the last time, but if you have respiratory issues, they recommend that you wear a mask. And if you feel your throat itching or your eyes watery, get inside and stuff like that. But it's not going to be nowhere near as bad as the orange haze that we had. But it's
See
still going to, anything with
now
smoke,
here
is still good.
now here comes the conspiracy people. If that
Of
fire happened
course.
last week, they just throwing another smoke in the air to trying to kill people.
Unbelievable, bro. And I just love to get on top of them on Twitter. But you know what? I found out on Twitter, a lot of these things are bots. They're not even real people posting. Like you got the conservatives and stuff like that, the MAGA people and everything. You can't even answer it. Even what's her name? Marjorie Taylor Greene and Lauren Boebert, they have bots.
Oh wow.
I have not seen them answer any of their posts. I've seen people answer the post that they put up, but never see them answer. I said, you know what? I'm not even going to answer anymore. I'm just going to listen to it. I'm just going to read them and just laugh at them. That's it. Because
Yeah.
they don't answer. Nobody answers. I said, you know what? The hell with it. Nobody cares. They'll
Yeah.
go away soon. You know,
No, but
but
how you feeling about so far? It's supposed to be summer and it's raining. Feels like April showers bring May
you know,
flowers. I don't
I
know.
was thinking about that. I was speaking to one of my neighbors on the elevator coming up the other day, yesterday actually. They said we actually had a spring.
Yeah, because it
We
feels like
actually had a
spring
spring.
now,
Low
but it's
humidity,
already
nice
summer.
weather. You know, but this
Hey,
rain,
Mandy, how's it going?
this hey Manny, what's up? Manny had some nice storms down there the other day. When we had the storms up here, they were having
Yeah,
some storms down there. He sent me some ring video from his ring camera at home. Bro, it looked like it was lit up the whole night, bro. Just lightning, lightning, lightning. And then he showed me a video the next morning. His backyard looked like a mess.
pretty and
Everything was
dangerous.
turned over down
Yeah,
there in North Carolina.
yep.
It was like
Lightning and water to me are just like women. They pretty but dangerous.
you ain't lying. You ain't lying. All good. It's Africa hot down here. Yeah, get demanda.
Right.
Ain't nobody told you to leave the projects. So yeah, and we had two more tornadoes also in New Jersey. One in the eastern part of the state, one in the western part of the state, closer to Philadelphia. So, and actually, the tornado alley, which is in the mid part of the country, has grown. It's shifting a little more to the east. So, not that quick, but in the next couple of decades or whatever, we're gonna have like the tornado alley close to the Atlantic states.
Mm.
We go 13 lightning strikes every 15, 13, 300. Yeah,
300.
I wouldn't doubt it,
300.
Manny. I'm
See,
down there,
that's why
especially where in the
places
mid
like
Atlantic
that you got to
states.
put a lightning rod on your roof or something so it won't strike your home or nothing.
Yeah. Some people's homes get struck. They hit the transformers or they hit the power lines. If you don't have a
Hmm.
good surge protector, you'll fry your house.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They need to put something. You
Yeah,
know.
it's crazy, and people getting hit by lightning, and bro,
See,
and
the only
people,
thing that we have to worry about in the hood is getting hit by a car and a bullet. That's it.
you ain't
You
lying,
know.
right? No, you get hit by a car, and then somebody coming up to you and robbing you.
Yeah.
You're down on the ground. Todo rompido. Our power lines run underground. Well, that's good, man. Yeah, but remember the transformers are up top. Are up top. Well, you live in a Manny. You live in a not an old community. It's fairly new because I see a lot of
Yeah.
newer
So
houses.
they probably have their transformers blocked and stuff like that.
Yeah,
So
they
they
probably got
pretty.
they're
Yeah.
underground and stuff.
Because that's what they're doing to a lot of the communities now.
You have to, and the new ones you
So
have to. You have to do
and
that.
it's that you say underground. It's funny how New York they still haven't put all the wires underground yet.
No,
They still doing it.
they won't do it. They won't do it here because of the cost.
Yeah.
The
No, they
cost is
have
like,
them. Half of the wires are underground already.
oh
But
yeah,
I'm saying like
they,
the whole
they'll
New
do it
York, like
slowly but
they
surely.
yeah, I think they close like an hour away from Buffalo. So they're not even going that way yet.
Well,
That's crazy.
we have a lot of stuff here underground.
Yeah,
A
that's what
lot
I'm
of our
saying.
power lines here underground. But you got some like over there in closer to New Rochelle, Pelham Manor, towards Pelham Bay. They still got some wires up. Even where I used to live on 214, we had the wires up top. Even though they were
Yeah,
telephone
that's
wires, but some of them were electrical.
yeah, some the electrical here where I live, they all underground now already. But I
Yeah,
was like, when I seen one of them putting a big truck with the wires, I'm like, is that for the underground? He said, yeah. I said, damn, I thought y'all were done with all that.
yeah. No,
And they
what they
was
do
like,
they
nope. They said they still haven't done the whole New York. It's
no,
not
oh
even.
no, but that's
It's like
called
he's
job security.
yeah, that is.
Man, he says here they run the same grid as the hospitals, which is good because if the power goes, they're the first ones to come on. They got to turn
Yeah.
the hospitals on first.
So
So that's
now
that's
that
a good.
we were speaking about beautiful but deadly like women, um,
Tell
what
me about
other
it.
things that people like, especially in where was it? Where the in Puerto Rico, where that little bridge that was there for centuries fell, the rock that it formed like a little tiny bridge. They said that the water there is beautiful, but you can't swim on it because of the waves. You know.
Really?
So are there anyone that's listening that's been in any Latin, not just Puerto Rico, any Latin place where there is? beautiful but dangerous places. Because I just know of that one. Like in Santo Domingo, they have one next to the Santa Rosa, I think it is the one of the boats.
Right.
Beautiful. You see the birds that you've never seen before. You can see through the water. But try to swim over there. By the time you get to the boat, the waves are smacking you like crazy. It's
Wow.
very
That's probably
dangerous.
they probably have a strong rip currents.
Yeah. And it's funny
That'll
because
take you out easily.
it's deep, and then when I was looking, I'm like, wait a minute, I can step on the water, but then it's deep again. And when it gets deep again, that's where the waves are hitting, I guess, because it goes up and down. But they said that
Probably
the
also, yeah.
deepness cause, yeah, the waves
And then you
cause
have
those
more. Then
deepness.
you have more drag, more water to
Yeah.
this place.
But I'm telling you, it's so beautiful. It looks like you can drink it. That's how
Well, they got.
beautiful the water
I
looks.
mean, I know maybe not Latin. Well, I know a lot of places in Europe
Yeah,
where the waves are so bad that and they got rocks, and people still venture into the water and get slammed onto the rocks. People don't listen.
yeah.
And like or
Like
like when they
some of them
like the
going
other.
to the jungle.
Go ahead, go ahead.
Some of them that go to the jungle, like the Brazilian
Oh
jungle that
man,
they have. Oh, it looks so beautiful. Yeah, but it's deadly. Why you going in there, bro?
listen. I watch it on TV.
See?
I'm a somewhat of a daredevil, but not stupid.
Mm,
I'm not going somewhere where there's a chance that you can die. I don't see how you're gonna enjoy yourself.
yeah.
You're on the lookout
Well,
to make sure
we
you don't
live in
eat.
the hood. We live in the hood, so we got a chance to die every time we go outside.
Yeah, but at
But I
least
know,
we see that's our jungle. We live in a concrete jungle.
yeah, we
You
know
know?
more or less. And then
Oh
plus,
yeah.
it's open area. We can see. Like I can't be in no jungle I can't see.
No, 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 no. And then you
Oh,
don't even
look
know
at
where it's gonna come from. Nah, that
yeah,
local.
look at this beautiful flower. Then wham, a freaking thing jumps right out of you.
Or even a
And
little bug like this. A little bug like this can kill you.
yeah, nah, I'm good.
Imagínate,
I'm like,
nah,
no,
no
that's why I
way.
don't even venture in the water.
Yeah, I don't
You
like
know?
going to the beaches for that reason because you never know there could be a rip current, there, jellyfish. You have sharks
Yep.
that come close. They can come up to 2 feet of water. And also, um, on the beach, I forgot where was the beach. Either here in New York or New Jersey, before the lifeguards came up. There was a 10-year-old or 11-year-old girl that went into the water, and the rip current caught her. She wasn't supposed to be in the water. Her father, who was a firefighter, goes in there and tries to save her. He saves her, but he drowns.
Oh wow, it
And
happens.
you know you're not supposed to go in the water. How is that child going to feel for the rest of her life?
Yeah, there's a wrestler like that. 3 years ago, he's friends of us. Like, and funny about it that he was coming to the show again 2 weeks before he died, and then he was like, "Well, I'm gonna take my son to a vacation real quick, and then after
Right.
that, I'm gonna come on your show with his partner." So I was like, and they from WWE, so I was like, okay, no
Really?
problem. Yeah, I'm trying to remember their group name. It's two more than those millions of dollars. They used to fight dumb too. When I get the name, it pops in my head. I'll bring it. But it happened to him.
Wow.
His son was in the riptide, and he ran, dove in, got his son out onto a raft type of thing, and the
Right.
riptide took him. It
That's
was,
sad. I mean, you weren't
man.
supposed to be there. They keep saying it on the news and everything, but we all think that nothing's gonna happen. We're gonna be shallow. Doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
but this time it wasn't his fault. It was his kid. I guess because it happens even in Coley Island. Sometimes I'll be in the beginning, and then I'm just chilling. And I'm like, how the hell I got to the middle? Like by little, the thing pushes you. Rosa said she don't like the beach.
Yeah, I don't like the beach either. I'll go hang out on the boardwalk if they got rides or whatever. Then yeah, but to sit on the sand all day, no, man. You get sand up your ass. You get nah.
Hmm.
You walk and you feel crunchy. Nah, olvídate de eso. In between your
I
toes.
know.
Give me the
Get
mountains
all
any day, bro.
get all dark. Yeah, but
That's
now
it's dark in the mountains.
we're talking about oceans and stuff. What kind do they have? Great whites over there in Puerto Rico? I
They got
never.
great whites in every ocean in this world.
No, I know that, but I'm saying like that's
Yes,
always in that area. Like
I would I would
California,
think
there's
so.
great whites always in that area. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Well, you know what? Maybe not
But I
because they
think it's
probably
rare. I don't think
migrate.
it's.
They travel a lot. I have an app that tracks sharks, all different sizes that my nephew gave me because he's a shark. He's a shark fisherman, and you'll see. you you would see a shark that's here in the waters near here, and you would tap on it, and it'll tell you where it was. They're up
Ah.
and down the coast. You can go over to Africa. You can even do it in the Caribbean. I'm sure there are a lot in the Caribbean.
Yeah, because I don't think they stay in the Caribbean. I think they just passing by,
They just go.
migrating.
Yeah, that's what I would think.
Yeah,
But right now, I'm looking at
because
it,
I
and
really never heard of
I don't
shark
see anything.
attacks.
I don't see anything in Puerto Rico,
Yeah,
or even
I don't see
in
shark
the
attacks
islands.
there.
I don't see anything. I'm looking at it now, and
The
all
most
I
you
see is
can get,
on the coast.
the most you can get attacked by in Puerto Rico is coquis
Yeah, right. Or
or the
El
lizards.
Chupacabra when he was
Well, yeah,
popular.
mm,
Let me see. You know what? Let me see if I expand this. Let me see the tracker.
yeah, because I don't think they have them there.
Because all I see is on the East Coast. I think it's just geared to the East Coast on this thing here. Because they
Yeah,
have
but
sharks up on the East Coast.
they
I want
are
to see it.
having issues with the developers polluting the water in Puerto Rico.
Yes,
Um,
yes, I heard
the
about that.
dirt the dirt is falling inside the water, and they trying to stop them. Like they don't want them to stop developing, but they were like, you can't develop in a situation that you're not even going to prevent it, and they're
Exactly.
not preventing it.
They're not even trying to prevent it.
Yeah, and they dirtying the water. And Puerto Rico is not known for their dirty water. You know,
Mm-mm.
you want to do that, you go to Orchard Beach or something. Mm.
But I bet you that water's getting kind of clean. I've eaten fish from there.
From the Orchard Beach.
Yeah.
No, you probably got it from Brighton Beach.
No. The Long Island Sound. We go fishing all the time over there. That's on the Long Island Sound. You get some great striped bass, groupers. You get porgies. You get a lot of good fish out there. Hey
Yeah,
Victor, what's up, man? Welcome aboard, Papa.
yeah, it's true what Victor says. They're only going to show you the ones that they tagged, but it doesn't mean that the other sharks are not around.
Yeah, no. I was looking for one here if they had a global one, but I think this app is that my nephew gave me is probably just sharks that they tagged. Well, then again, if the shark is not tagged, you can't track it. So
Yeah, but
that's what he does
but
over
they
there in
need
Florida. They catch
but they need to
sharks
do something
and they
about that.
tag
What
them.
did you hear anything else about it? Like with the developers, I heard that they did a development in a place they wasn't supposed to and they didn't have permission. But since the houses was up, Puerto Rico government said, okay, let it go.
That
And
well,
it
there
and
was
it's
one where
next to the beach.
they
It's
tried to build a pool on a condo and they put up a wall to separate part of
yeah.
the beach from the people, and that wasn't happening.
No,
They
they
said you
built
gotta.
actual houses. I think 12 houses next to the beach area where they wasn't supposed to, but they was like, "Oh, we built it here because that's what I thought que di que they thought the permit said for there." They knew that. They knew it
Of
wasn't for
course,
there.
no, but watch soon. Those houses will probably burn accidentally on purpose.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because you don't. The beaches are free.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But this is on
Forever and
a
ever and
rock.
ever. Now you can't go to your own beach, but
Yeah.
you coming from outside.
Yeah, this is on a rock overlooking the beach area, you know. But now they developing another area, another rock, so they gotta tear down some of the rock, and that dirt, the mud, is going down into the ocean.
You don't want to mess up with the physical barriers of that can slow storms down.
Yeah,
Because what happened when they the levees down in Louisiana with Hurricane Katrina. If those levees that they destroyed decades ago were still up, they wouldn't have flooded because there wouldn't have been no levee walls to knock down because they had the bayous were a natural levee. They withstood all of the storms that they had before. Hurricane Camille, which was the strongest storm ever recorded in the United States, they withstood all of that. They had flooding and everything, but everything went down. And once you cut out the natural, how do you say, drainage of a particular area that's been there forever, this is what happens.
yeah.
And you
Not
try to
only
build a
that,
wall around it, and the water's going to get breached. And that's exactly
not
what
only
happened.
that, they constantly building on an island. It's an
Of
island. How
course,
much weight is it gonna take?
exactly. That's why Florida is the sinkhole capital of the world.
Yeah, it's sinking and sinking because you keep building these big houses. Like no one is actually going down under the water to see how far is this dirt. If it's solid down there,
Oh
you know what I mean?
no! They
Like,
know that this stuff is not 100% solid like up here.
yeah. So stop building.
It's lime and it's called something else, but it's porous. So years and years of water getting into it and storms and everything, it degrades it. That's why the further north you go, the higher above sea level you are, and the more solid the ground is. Down
Yeah.
in Miami and stuff like that, bro, you're building on top of water basically. Miami only is only 5 feet above sea level. So imagine they got huge buildings and they're still building.
They ridiculous,
Well, they're
ridiculous.
not building that much anymore because all the migrant workers are gone.
Yeah.
They're all out, bro. I've seen videos of friends of mine that send me videos from Orlando. A complete housing development stopped working. Like 20 houses, wood exposed and everything. They got to start from scratch if they can get people to come back and work there because all the wood is rotted now.
Yeah.
Nothing was covered. Everything was exposed, and it's like two, three trucking companies filed for bankruptcy, and one shut down completely because they have all the stuff that comes in on boxcars and the trains from like all kinds of goods and food stuffs and fruits, vegetables, and whatever else that Florida doesn't grow or doesn't grow enough of. They bring it in from other places and they distribute it throughout the country. Nothing, even on the
Yeah.
boats coming from South America. There's no trucks to move these things. These guys got 50, 60, 70, 100 trucks and they can't move them because there's nobody to work anymore.
That's crazy. I
And
just got
truckers
the
and
I just
truckers
got
have
the
flooded
alert.
Florida.
I just got the pollen alert from the air.
Oh, the pollen. Ooh, boy, I'm glad I got rid of my allergies. Don't bother me as much anymore because if not, I'd have been in trouble. My It bothers my son.
And pollution air. But that's
Oh
New
yeah,
York.
and then the top of that with the smoke they'll be getting.
Yeah.
But that shit'll do it every time. So
Jesus.
let's see what else can we chit chat about. Let's talk about my kids now.
But
So,
no, I
give me the stink
wanted to
eye.
get into a funny video. I was trying. That's why I was quiet a little bit. I was trying to see how can I post it. But this guy was saying how to catch a Latina, and he
What do you mean how to
said,
catch? What do you mean like how to catch one to for a boyfriend girlfriend or
"Yeah, yeah, yeah, to catch a
okay?
Latina." He said, first of all, you got to wave the flag. They love that flag. He was like,
Yeah,
and then second of all, you smack this sign on your window, free Acapulco. I was dying. And he said, and then you got to have your car loud. Put some Bad Bunny, and they'll come running.
yeah, right.
So it was kind of a funny stereotype video. But the question is, what are there things that attract a Latino or Latina to someone? Like they won't be attracted to anybody else because there has to be something besides the language. Because I know there's an American like let's say a Moreno or Italian, and all of a sudden they say something in Spanish that attracts some of the females. They're like, whoa! It's just like us. If a non Latina say something to us, we're like, oh, okay, girl, you're trying to learn
Yeah,
our
I
language.
mean, the biggest thing that would attract a non-Latino to a Latina would be the language, and of course the beauty.
Yeah,
They
yeah,
are
yeah, yeah,
they are beautiful, but that the language, mannerisms, and the food. Because I'm sorry, other than Latinos, they don't use that many spices.
yeah, yeah. That's true.
They don't use a lot of
Well,
herbs, a lot of seasonings. Let's just say.
yeah, yeah.
But then
Anything?
friends of mine tell me, oh, they go to these expensive restaurants and stuff like that, and he goes, yeah, but the food is bland, and he goes, excuse me. You also got to remember they're cooking for a lot of people. Some people may be allergic to certain seasonings and stuff
Well,
like that, so they have to make it that way unless you order it
yeah.
special.
Not only that, a lot of the people that go to the Latino restaurants, the fancy ones, are Americans. So their
Yeah,
taste buds are not for the season anyway. So they
yeah.
gotta make it for them. But if you go
They
to a
love that seasoning
traditional
too.
Latino, go to a corner store Latino restaurant and see if it's gonna be bland. You're
That's
gonna be
right,
like, damn, what's all these spices? Because all the Latinos go in there. The
right.
Latinos don't go into the big restaurants for Spanish food. They go into the cuchifritos and stuff like that. You know what I mean? That's where you can
Oh,
get it.
this Victor asked a good question. I can't answer that one, Victor, because I haven't been really looking at it. But he goes,
Which fighter do you
which
feel
fighter
will
do
be
you
the next
feel?
big thing from the island? Um,
Berlanga, Zayas, or Matias? I don't. You know what? I gotta look at that. Maybe we could do some of that part. Someone got a report
Honestly,
for next week.
I'm thinking Matias. I've been watching it. I think Matias is gonna take it just because they sleeping on him.
Okay,
Just because of that reason. But honestly, I don't know too much about both of them. But what I
right.
seen, the underdogs has been taking it on big matches just
Okay,
because people sleep on them.
that's
You know
true.
what I mean?
That's true.
A lot, especially when it's like towards, let's say, like boxing or basketball.
Right.
The professional, real good players, they get a little too cocky. You know?
That also, and because they figure, he's a rookie, nah, they ain't gonna be they're gonna be, and they take you lightly until you show them up. Then they get pissed off and they get mad at you and try to hurt you, and that's how they trip up.
Yeah.
You know. But
But
I'm gonna look into
oh
that, Vic. I haven't
yeah,
been
speaking
watching.
of
This is for boxing, I presume.
speaking of boxing,
I haven't seen
I mean
boxing in a while.
basketball, that we had the draft. Remember, I was telling you the draft,
Oh, the
the
Puerto Rican
Latino.
kid.
Yep.
Yeah, they get that.
So
We
that
got a Puerto Rican kid. Personally, I haven't seen Matias. Uh, Belanga is more hype. So right now, I favor Zayas. Okay, I'm gonna
okay.
look into that. Actually, I'm gonna look into that. I'm gonna do some YouTube research. But we
Yeah,
have
let's see.
that
Let's see.
that NBA player. I don't know if you guys
Yeah,
heard of him. I looked at it briefly, but he seems like he got his stuff together.
yeah. Julio Cordalo, something like COR. I think his name starts
Let
with a
me see.
COR.
Okay. What's his
Oh
name?
wait,
What's his
we have
name?
it on we have it on the Latino Huido page, right?
Yeah, yeah. I'm looking at the page now.
Oh, okay. Because I know
Um,
he's 21 years old. That I do know.
yeah, he's 20. He's 6'7". My God.
6'7".
Yep.
Okay.
He's 6'7" or 6'9". Since he's 6'7", and then he says 6'9". But I'm looking for his name. Uh, Gonzaga, something like that. His last name?
Oh yeah.
No.
See, Boricua Julio Corrado, Cordero, six
Cordado,
seven.
Corrado.
Yeah, 21-year old.
That's not
Wow.
bad. Oh, the Hornets. The Hornets.
Yeah, the Hornets took him.
37th pick. Okay.
Yeah,
Oh, and then
but
the Spurs,
but
the
he's the
Pistons, and
first
the Hawks.
Latino. But he's the first Latino to be picked.
Nice, nice.
So even though he's the 37th pick, he's still the first Latino
Yeah,
pick
yeah.
to the
You know, you're
draft.
right. On the draft, a lot of the guys, a lot of the. But
Yeah,
is he drafted out of Puerto Rico or here?
that I'm not too sure.
Yeah, I got to look at that
That I'm
also.
not too sure. But most likely, since they said Boricua, they
Right.
mean that he probably got drafted, that he used to play in Puerto Rico or something, you know, in the
Either that
college
or
over, or he came to college here from Puerto Rico.
right. Well, I mean, they have a lot of good basketball players that have come out of Puerto Rico.
Hmm.
You know, because this guy, what's his name? Well, didn't come out of Puerto Rico, but have Puerto Rican blood in him. This guy, what's his name? Carmelo Anthony. He's
Yeah,
half Puerto Rican. This other one, Ceballos. What's his name? Kevin Ceballos. That used to play for the NBA. Is it Kevin Ceballos?
Kevin.
I'm not sure, but I know his last name was Ceballos. He was.
Mm.
Everybody called him Ceballos. I said, bro, don't you know that Ceballos is Ceballos, Puerto Rican Latino?
Sabayo.
No, no. And that guy, and he's been a fan for a long time. A guy I used to work with. And I said, yes,
Oh
Kevin
my God.
Ceballos. I looked it up. I showed him on Google. And said, oh, he goes, ain't that a blip? People use the
So
English last name. Is it Cedric Ceballos? Vic. I'm
Cedric.
thinking Kevin Ceballos. Fucking the excuse my language. The singer.
Oh yeah, see, he he is from Puerto Rico, and then he went to college here.
Okay, all right. So he was born in Puerto Rico and came to college here.
Yeah,
Hey, let's. I hope he makes some noise, man.
15 point average a game. Well, it's
Nice.
not that bad, but he's not a shooter. He's a small forward, so he's not really
Okay.
a shooter.
Imagine that 6'7" and you're small forward.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
That's crazy. It's like if you're 6'6", you're shorter. You can't play. You can't play on my team. How
Yeah.
about that kid from that they drafted out of Europe? I think France. The guy's like 7 feet 4 inches.
Damn.
Skinny as a rail. this, un moreno, and they had him on one of the news channels earlier this week, and he's looking forward to coming to play in the NBA. I think it was the Knicks or somebody else. I'm not sure, but we got a lot of good athletes coming out of Puerto Rico, and in the Latino. Well, the Dominicans, forget it. We know that they dominate. They dominate baseball.
Baseball. Yeah.
Yeah. They because they these kids are born with a bat and a ball. Well, actually, a piece of wood and a rock, and that's how they
Yep.
play. They'll tie un paño around their hands for the glove,
Well,
and they'll get down.
well, they had no choice. They had to have a bat to be hitting people out of their way when they.
And a lot of clubs have camps down in DR. What they do
Yeah.
is they sign these kids at 16 years old, give their parents enough money to get a house, and what they do is they bring them into the camp, and as they're learning baseball, they go into school also. So they're learning they're getting the education that they need,
That's not
and
bad.
learning baseball and stuff like that. So that's that's a good thing. That's a good if baseball is the only well sports, let's just say, is the only way you can get out of your situation or whatever. Yeah, I think the big leagues should put camps down there. NBA, NFL, even
Yeah.
football. You never know. You might get a good football player out of Puerto Rico or DR. And if Cuba was cool with us, Cuba too. Cuba got some great players. San Antonio drafted that French kid. Okay, he played like a guard for his size. Great coach to start his career with in
Yeah.
San
So that's
Antonio.
good that
Yeah,
we're getting.
he's like six. He's like 7'4", right? Something like that. I know he's taller than Shaq. That's what they said. They compared him to Shaq and said he's taller than Shaq. So yeah, they were saying he's a great coach to start his career with. Yeah, learn
So
the
it's
ways of
it's
the
good that
NBA.
it's good that we're getting Latinos in there. But
Oh
some of the
yeah,
Latinos over here talking about, yeah, I'm a baseball player because I'm Dominican. No, actually, it don't have nothing to do with the blood. It has to do with where you're at. They
exactly.
concentrate so much only on baseball. That's the only thing you're gonna get good at because they don't really have too much sports.
They don't have
You know what I mean?
other sports. 7'4" reported. Wow, that's big.
Like there are some Mexicans out here that can play the heck out of basketball and baseball because that's what they have here in New York.
Well,
They
they
have
got
any
great.
sports.
Well, they have great baseball teams in Mexico.
Yeah.
They have
And
excellent
volleyball.
baseball teams.
Now they're
Yeah,
doing volleyball on the beach because they can do so many different ones. But if you go to Mexico, they basically gonna outdo you in soccer because that's basically what they have.
that's
You
yeah.
know?
Mexico, South America, Central America, but you've had quite a few like Andres Galarraga, who used to play for Montreal, came out of
Hmm.
Mexico, and a couple of not say a lot, but a couple, and the ones that have come out were pretty good players.
Yeah, but
And
now I wonder if any of them are in the NBA. I doubt it. The only ones that
you
I
think
know
those
are probably the
players?
ones holding the Gatorade. That's
Well,
what,
well, they're not known for being tall.
that's what
I
I'm
think
saying. So
if you
you
get
know you
that
have to
one
at
freak of
least
nature, maybe.
be at
But
least 5 foot to put the Gatorade on top of that table. So you know.
you ain't no good, Charles.
No, but they are dominating now. I've been watching them playing volleyball.
You know why? Because they're giving them a chance.
Yeah.
They want to
So
see.
I was like,
Let's
wow.
explore and see what else these guys have. And they're good at a lot of things, except holding the liquor.
Yeah.
I've
Yeah,
seen
that's
them.
for
Trust
sure.
me. We did a lot of Mexican shows when I was in the music business. These boys. Well, then again, they drink a lot. So these are the ones that I've seen.
I was looking at the Latino draft. They got like seven so far.
Oh, nice.
None of them, besides their first name, sounds Latino. Like where's the Perez, the Martinez, the Rodriguez is
It happens. So that means that their father was not of Latino origin. Usually, it's the mother
right.
if they were married.
Yep.
Like, look at Bernie
'Cause-
Williams. You would never know until you dig into his background. Puerto Rican, and if you listen to him speak, because he had a Spanish accent. Because the
oh
story is that
wow.
his father used to be a merchant marine. He went to
Yeah.
Puerto Rico and he met his Bernie Williams' mother, which is turned out to be was his girlfriend, turned out to be Bernie Williams' mother, and he decided not to come back to the merchant marines. He stayed in Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
He stayed there, married her, they had Bernie.
Here's a fun fact about NBA. Since 2021, 73% of the players are black. 16.8 are white, and then they even had enough time to put uh mix
Really?
things 6.6 in third place of mixed
So we don't have.
players.
So actually, it's probably not enough of other
No,
ethnicities to
the
put.
Latinos got the fourth place with 3.1% of them.
Oh, wow.
Asians only got point 0.4. They don't even got 1%. They got a point 0.4.
Yeah, but they do have some freaks of nature that end up being tall.
Yeah, which that's given. But I didn't think they were gonna actually put mixed race.
Well, it could be. They could be it could be a percentage that's even lower than the Asians. So that's why they said, you know
Yeah,
what? Let's pull these guys together because you probably got one guy from Umfufu, one guy from the
yeah.
North Pole. So we put them all together, and it's still more than Latino players.
And then if they really, really do it correctly, that 73% of black players will wind up going down if they ask them, "Are you mixed?" and not
You're
just
right. It's
assume
a
that they all
possibility.
both parents are black.
Exactly, because look at with Ceballos. People will
Hmm.
call him Ceballos, and they think it's an American name. And I told my friend, no, he's Spanish. Carmelo
Yeah.
Anthony is Spanish. You wouldn't think
Now,
so. It's maybe for because of his first name,
now,
but
how do you guys feel? And this goes for the audience too, about people that are mixed with Latino but do not embrace the Latino side.
it can go either way. The way I feel about it, because some of them may not have been brought up in the Latino side, and probably their heads were filled with bad karma from Latino families. That in other words, like let's say you're for the sake of argument, Irish Puerto Rican, but you've
Hmm.
grown up Irish, and your family and your cousins and everything is Irish. Then you find out that you have a Puerto Rican side, but your family on the Irish side has always talked bad about them. They're no good people, and stuff. So that basically gets ingrained into your head, and you don't want to. You don't say, why should I embrace some people that don't even like us, and which is the exact opposite. 'Cause I've seen that happen.
Mm.
But if you grow up knowing it and not embracing it, then we got a problem.
Yeah, I think that.
It's going to be interesting how soccer grows and the talent pool that come out of this area in the next 10 years. You're right. You're right. Soccer is getting huge. I thought it was going to be big when they had, remember years ago, Vic, when they had the New York Cosmos and with Pele that he played up here. I thought it was going to catch on then, but then it just sort of died out. But now it's catching on again now. They're even building a soccer. They're building soccer stadiums just for soccer.
Yeah, soccer is getting big. Oh well,
Yes.
I'm sorry, football.
Oh, well, here is soccer. When you hear is soccer. When I go to your country, we call it football. Football.
Football,
Football.
football.
Well, actually, it is football. 'Cause you're using your feet.
Yeah, because you're hitting it with the foot. So
Yeah,
they had their argument always is how are you playing with the ball with your foot, right? So there you go.
it is
So
football. So why would you call our American style football if it's not? Only the only thing that's using the foot is when you're
the
kicking a
putt,
field goal
yeah, that's
or
it.
when you're kicking off for the first time.
That's it.
What would you call that?
Well,
Pigskin?
didn't they call it before? What was it? Leather ball or something like that?
Well,
Because it was,
leathernecks, but those are leathernecks were called that football players in the '40s and stuff when they had their
and
helmets
then
were
it changed to the
leather
army.
hats.
Yeah, then it went to the army.
Yeah,
Was it
but
the
that's
army?
I don't know. Was it the army?
Leatherneck?
No,
Yeah. No, the Marines. Sorry, my bad. My
Marines.
bad.
Marines. Yeah,
Yeah, it was
Marines got
Marines.
all kinds of different names.
Yeah,
They
but they
got
would
the
call something football.
God's
Let me.
misguided children. They call them bulldogs, leathernecks,
Yeah,
grunts. They call them everything. So yeah, soccer is getting huge and it's big, and they have um is it football? I think they have a bowl game in I think American football in Yankee Stadium now that is competitive with the rest of the bowl games in the country, and they also have I think a series that they do with soccer in Yankee Stadium because that I know because when I used to work on the four line, we used to go when we get to Yankee Stadium there were soccer games going on. and these were televised games. Maybe not on the big channels, but like ESPN 44 or something like that. But
Oh, here's a fun fact. I was looking it up. In the 1900s, football was changed to soccer, which was the association football became
right,
soccer. So it became the association of soccer in the 1900s. And then the regular football, our football, used to be called grid run. And then it became
gridiron, gridiron,
gridiron. And
right.
then it became, and the British changed it to football. So that's
But the
why we got
gridiron,
football and they got soccer. But
well,
that's
their
weird.
football is called. Well, they what they play is rugby. That's
Yeah.
football from here, but without
Yeah, but then they changed their name to they gave football, and then it took the football and they took rugby, and then soccer took changed theirs from football to soccer. So they actually their soccer used to be called football in the beginning,
ain't that some shit?
and then we changed it in the 1900s to soccer. So they always had football. So they are correct.
Yeah,
You know.
yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna argue. And their stadiums, man, they could hold 90,000 people, bro, in a
Yeah.
soccer stadium.
Hey, that's one thing that Latinos have is the football.
And
The
they and
soccer.
same thing. It's funny in Europe and Central and South America. Don't mess with their football, bro. They take it. Don't talk bad about them or nothing unless you want to get beat up.
Yeah, another sport that Latinos play, and it's down low, like people don't really know. Hacky sack.
I see
They
that. My
they
brother
play
Nelson
that
used to
in
play that.
yeah, they play that a lot in Brazil,
Yeah,
Argentina, and places like that. They actually have competitions and stuff. I was like, damn. But I
yo,
guess
like you said,
it
it's nut.
still is with your foot. So I guess it's like, hey, I'm not gonna play soccer, but I play a little hacky sack,
Yeah, you
get
can't touch it,
prepared.
and you can't touch it with your hands.
Yeah.
Yeah, hacky sack.
So
My brother Nelson used to play that a lot in high school. I couldn't. I'll kick it twice and yatta. I'll kick it
you
away.
just
It'll fall on the floor. Yeah, I'll kick it off.
I'll kick it
I
once in
get
the
bored
air,
easy.
one to you. That's it.
That's it. Yeah, one or I'll slap it away.
Yeah, but those are strange sports that I heard
Yeah, that's a
in
weird.
Latino.
Also, they wanted they wanted to do away or they did they do away Olympic baseball?
No,
No, not yet.
well,
They
no,
want
no, no.
to.
They had the kids ones.
What do you
They
mean?
had the
The
kid.
college teams?
Yeah,
Okay, not the professional teams. That's why I guess they had the world. Well, the World Baseball Classic has been around for a while, but there are some a lot of the events were taken out. They did a whole thing about it. I just it just hit me now because we were talking about sports, but this was a while ago. They got rid of a lot of things and they put in kind of dumb things. I know one thing that will never go out: boxing. You got
yeah.
all the other summer sports, the javelin, shot put, running and stuff, the swimming. And but
Now,
I like the baseball. I like that and the basketball.
yeah,
But it takes a lot of time. You
yeah. That's
know,
true.
one game is like can go for hours. You would have to run
So,
simultaneous games.
so here's some strange sports that we never heard of that Latinos, do from Spain all the way to Puerto Rico. It says since 2010, it's been growing. One of them is called bubble football,
Bubble
known as in Spain as football.
bubble
this news,
football.
yeah, bubble. This sport is born just a few years ago in Norway and is alive and kicking strong in Brazil and in other Latinos places.
Really,
You use a giant plastic bubble and you kick it, side tackle and everything. But if the bubble pops, you're done. This is some strange sports.
bro? You know what it was? It was a bunch of drunk dudes that had nothing better
I
to
mean,
do. They took an old condom and blew it up and then started kicking it around.
that's what it seems like
That's gotta
bubble
be like the
football.
that's gotta be the dumbest thing that I've ever heard of.
And also in oh snap, in Puerto Rico, in other Spanish
Are we
nations,
gonna
they
be
have a
embarrassed by this one?
oh, I think so. Underwater hockey. What? the? Come
Underwater
on
hockey.
now.
I don't even
Who
want to know what it's about,
do
bro.
you actually got a crowd down there?
Underwater hockey.
Hockey.
Victor, if you're still on, you ever heard of this, bro?
I'm telling you.
Underwater hockey.
The Spanish Nations Championship was held for the first time last year, and it looks like it's going to be held again
Is that big when you
this
have the
September.
championships?
Yup. What the?
I can understand water polo, the water dancing with the females that do the water
Oh,
movements, acrobatics or whatever.
right.
But
Actually, this
water
is the
hockey,
18th. This 18th championship, 18th World Underwater Hockey Championships. This year
is
will be held in Hungary. So they go. I guess they like the WWE. They want to go. Each state. It was held in Spain one time. This is some weird. I don't
that's
know.
weird. That's you know what? That's people got too much time in their hands. Water underwater hockey and that bubble what you call
The
it bubble
bubble football.
bubble
Bubble.
football. That's like kicking a
Holy.
balloon around. You're gonna hurt yourself.
Oh my God.
Not me. You know what? I'll kick that ball twice instead. You know what? I'll pop it. The game's over. Everybody go home.
Yeah.
Yeah, I lost.
And then
Big
they
game.
got they got this thing where they use a trampoline. And they have high flying competitions,
Well,
and they call it bossa ball, and it's played in 15 Latin countries.
that I like. I like that trampoline stuff when they jump high, like when they were
Right.
doing with the like doing in basketball competitions
Yeah.
when
So,
they go far.
but the name is kind of weird. Boss a ball.
What?
Boss a ball.
BOS.
BOSS a ball. The name is weird, but the concept is okay. You're
I
on
like
the
the concept.
trampoline.
Yeah, that I could dig. I like that. But that, bro, you got me with that bubble football, bro. The bubble football and the underwater hockey. I don't get it. Jaden, you get
Oh
that, bro?
my God, this is so weird.
Bubble football and underwater hockey. My son just he just smiled. He said, "You know what? I'm not even gonna answer that one." He didn't even look at me. He just smiled, bro. He didn't even turn his head. So like to ask a young kid that, at first he raised an eyebrow when I said bubble football, and then it was like when I said
Yeah,
underwater
like
hockey, he's
what?
like, "You know what?"
What is that?
He goes like,
Somebody
"Wow."
throwing bubbles?
He goes like, "Dad, just do your show and leave me alone."
But
I gotta look
that,
into that, bro. I'm gonna look into that one. I'm gonna look into those fighters, Vic, so we can have some more
yeah,
dialogue for next week. Because I've been a lazy ass lately. I've been like lazy and like not doing my homework, and I gotta start doing homework before I get fired.
yeah. But I
I
thought
don't
I'd
want,
just
I don't
bring
want to
since
get
we were
replaced with a monkey.
since we was talking about
Oh,
sports. I was
that's
like,
you doing that scrolling?
yeah,
Go ahead, my man. Look at that. We're getting
yeah.
modern over here.
Don't updates. We could put an update there.
No, that's cool. Yeah,
Yeah. No, but I was I was thinking about that like underwater hockey because I'm reading it here and bossa ball. I was like, what the hell is
I'm
these?
definitely gonna look that up. I'm gonna look up some videos, and I'm gonna. That's gonna be everybody's homework. I'm gonna post it up in the next couple of days to give me
Yeah,
your
but
thoughts on the
so
weird sports and
if
stuff like
if
that.
if those are weird for us, completely weird sports all around the world. Toe wrestling. I heard of thumb wrestling,
Thumb
but
wrestling.
now you got toe wrestling.
Jaden, you heard that? Toe wrestling.
What the?
He gave me that look like toe wrestling.
Yep.
Finger
Shh.
wrestling, yeah. I can thumb wrestling, yeah. I understand it. I used to play with my son with my kids a lot, and toe wrestling,
Oh, here goes one for you. For the couples, wife carrying race.
wife carry race,
Wife carrying race.
wife carrying.
Yep. Say, hold
What
you
if
up.
you
You got a 500-pound wife. I
What
ain't
if you got a
carrying your
wife that
ass.
weighs more than you, bro?
That's what I'm saying. I ain't carrying you. We ain't doing this race.
Put in a wheelbarrow.
About it. Hopefully that's
How
what it
about
is,
how about
and not carrying
a
like a
spouse
fireman
tossing
carry.
sport?
Oh yeah, that one. That one. A lot of
Look at
men would
Manny. Manny
join.
goes, hell no. Yo, Manny Nippy's gonna bust your ass.
Come
Yo,
on,
Nippy,
Manny. You don't want to join?
he go hell no with the wife carrying. I'm gonna get him in trouble. He's gonna bust his ass. Manny, have you been here listening to the other sports like the bubble football and the underwater hockey, toe wrestling? I don't get it, bro. I don't get it.
Yeah, this actually the wife carrying. It's fireman carry.
She's in the bedroom on the phone. Okay, all right, Manny.
So
You
this
got
is
the OG go.
actually a fireman carry, and you have to go around the obstacle.
Oh,
Heck,
okay. Well, but she still, if she's got weight on her, you're top heavy now. You're gonna break your legs.
yeah.
Manny don't get it. Hey,
No, I don't. I don't,
listen, people
Manny.
get bored and they make up stuff, bro. Somebody was
I'm,
drunk and made up this stuff. Toe
I'm
wrestling, Manny.
just.
Toe wrestling. Check that out.
They even got cheese rolling.
Well, cheese
These are.
rolling, I
I've
think
seen
that's
that before,
in
but I
Spain
still
or in
don't
Italy. One
understand
of
it.
those two.
I still don't understand it. It's really brought up. It was made in England, and it's going towards Spain and
Okay.
other Latin places. Mira, Latinos, listen to me. No, no, the queso is not to roll. No,
Unless you're rolling it up with some salami and some other
yeah,
stuff and putting it with bread and stuff, or
put it with some pan
oh,
de manteca or something like
yes.
that. But
Oh
don't
my
know.
God, pan de manteca with some eggs.
Yeah, no, 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 no.
Don't play with your food.
Yeah, rolling.
Cheese rolling is in Europe. Don't play with the food. Even if it's a wheel, don't play with it. It has to be eaten, not to play with.
Oh, wait a minute. I read boss a ball incorrectly. It's not only jumping on the on trampoline, but it's also mixed with volleyball. So they have a net. I was reading more into it.
That's
They have
crazy.
a net. So you jumping on on the trampoline as you hitting the ball too. So you're doing two things in one.
Oh man, what if you prepare yourself too much? You're gonna go flying over the net.
You probably fly right over the ball. This
Fly
thing
over
is
the net, and
crazy.
nobody, and everybody get out the way, and you do a face plant because they're
Yeah,
rolling down the hill. I've seen that, Manny. But don't
it's
play with
based
cheese,
on a
man. Leave the cheese
volleyball.
alone.
It's based on a volleyball, but you're on a trampoline instead of the hard ground.
Well, that could be interesting.
Yeah, it's interesting to play,
It's zero
but
impact. You don't got to worry about messing up your knees.
yeah, but what happens if you jump too high and go to the side and there's no more trampoline? It's just a
Then
hard
you know
ground.
what? Then I'm gonna pee on myself because I'm gonna laugh. You remember when Sima? I can't help you. You're coming down. uh, I'm not gonna catch you. You're a grown person. You're gonna have to hit the ground first, and then I'll treat you. But I'm gonna laugh
Nah,
as I'm treating
but
you.
if you guys have
Jimmy
not
crackers. Oh
seen
yes.
if you guys have not seen volleyball, watch the Latino volleyball team. I'm not saying why, but I'm just saying that made me want to watch volleyball all day.
That's just like the Latina weather
Crew.
girls.
Yeah,
No, the
no, no. But
Latina
this
weather
the
girls.
volleyball, the volleyball is taking over, and the track is taking. Woo!
I got
I
friends.
was like,
I got friends at work that are not Latino, don't speak Spanish or anything, but they'll watch the Spanish newscast just to watch the weather girl.
mm,
They don't care if it's gonna be a thunderstorm or hurricane coming to their house or whatever. They just want to look at her. They don't understand a word that she's saying. But that's how it is or at least I don't know about now because I haven't watched much Spanish language TV.
yeah,
But sex sells.
yeah.
You put a
But
sexy
here's
woman up there who probably don't know what the hell she's talking about and reading a teleprompter.
yep.
Whatever sells.
Here's the last weird one that they're doing in Spain as well. Bed racing. You
That I
put a
see
bed. You put a bed on top of a wheelbarrow and you roll your partner down the hill.
on a wheelbarrow. I see them full beds with wheels.
Well, this guy has a bed too, so you can do wheelbarrow. I guess you make your own, because the
That I
picture's
see.
showing a bed, but
That I see.
the
That actually I see that here. That's
yeah.
a hillbilly game. That's a
Oh, and
redneck.
actually, yeah, it does say you had to make a four wheel floating device and put a mattress on top of it.
Right.
Oh, okay. So it
Yeah.
could be a bed and everything. That's
I seen
weird.
that here. I seen them hillbilly boys do that.
Yes, Carmen, bed racing. You heard it correctly.
Yep.
This is
Bed
weird.
racing.
So now you know. Before you throw that mattress out, try yourself on a bed racing. You
Yeah.
know.
Find yourself a hill, and who knows? You might get picked up by a bed racing scout. All these weird sports, bro.
Who's your sponsor? The Sabana.
The
The
Sawana Group,
Saba, the Sabana company.
the Sawana Company, the pillowcase,
Yep.
the pillowcase distributors.
What's that expensive ass mattress and
What, the Sealy and all the other ones?
yeah, and the sleeping pillow that they the sponsors.
Those are done in places where they have nothing better to do. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there's them hillbilly boys, man. He over there by where you live.
Yeah, but they doing it over here too. So I guess they having some weird ones.
Oh yeah,
There's a
they got.
whole lot because there's I was reading is 50 total of sorry 30 weird ones. But I just glance at those because the picture looks funny.
Yeah, well, look at they have the in Europe. They got cockroach races,
Yeah, they have that there on this list.
the
Like
big
what the
ass
hell?
cockroaches. They're
They
like
put them
airplanes.
in a box and they say go.
Yeah,
Like this is
they have the rats, the mice with the cheese racing. They got cockroach racing. They got bro. I know people who got nothing better to do with their money that they'll if they see two roaches on the floor, they'll bet to see which one gets further.
diablo.
Imagínate, yeah. People got
Like
nothing better to do with their time.
which roaches are we like gonna step on first? Let's go. Let's bet.
Yeah, right. Oh no, bro. Back then, abuelas, they'll hit it with their hand, bro.
Oh yeah.
Not
I used
me.
to be like, oh my god, it's got mira, pendejo, move. Tang.
Bam, y ya está. And you look at it, it's like you're traumatized for a couple of minutes.
Yeah, we're like, whoa, damn, that was a squirter too, bro.
Uy, when it pops,
Oh, that's what I'm saying. My mom used to hate the big ones. She used to come running. I'm like, what happened? I was like, que pendeja, you from Puerto Rico? She was like, I didn't even like it when I was there.
yo, because they fly, bro.
Yeah, that's why. She was like, they
I don't mess
fly.
with
She
that,
don't
bro.
like them. She don't like them.
I haven't.
I thought she was bull crapping because I never seen them fly here
Yeah,
in New York. And then one day she tried to hit one and it flew. Yo, when I was young. I was like, right? Now I'm throwing chancletas.
bro.
I'm not even going
I
towards them.
when I worked on the tracks, we had a job at Bowling Green. I was working nights, and I had it's a thing called a portable train stop. So you're the trip man. In other words, you hold the train until it's safe to go. You pull out the portable train stop and let the train go by. So I'm standing there, and out of the corner of my eye, I see something moving on the wall. Like the whole wall was going like this,
Damn.
infested, all water bugs. I quietly picked up my equipment. Doop, doop, doop. I said, the job is over. He goes, why? He goes, look. They go over there and look. They shine the flashlight on it, bro. There was thousands of water bugs. Game, all right. Job is
and
cut. Let's go.
behind the wallpaper or something?
No, on the wall of the tunnel.
Oh
In
hell
the
no.
tunnel. Right at the end of the station. So you're about 50 feet into the tunnel. One car length, basically. And I saw them things moving on the wall slowly. I said, you know what, bro?
Like,
I'm going to
y'all
go
more worried
slow
about the
because
roaches than the rats?
the rats stay away from you.
Ah,
They try and stay away from you. And they stay closer to inside the tunnels. I mean, inside the stations. That's where the food is. If you
right.
see one in a tunnel, it's kind of rare. So they're probably moving from one place to another. But you'll find them closer to the station because that's where the food is.
Oh damn.
And but the roaches, bro, no, no. See a rat, I can kick them. I can see them. They huge and they small. I mean, and they slow. But a water bug, they start flying, bro. Te jodite. But it's like Swarm, that movie.
Jeez.
Nah, you will see. You would have seen a 200-pound manganzon crying like a little girl, bro. I'm
Because
serious,
it's
bro.
creepy.
It's nasty. Ooh, all those roaches on top of you. Oh, you fall.
Yeah, just thinking about it is creepy. Like,
And
no,
you know what is
man.
funny, bro? I wanted to
Hmm.
when the guys had to go out on the tracks to go pick up their lights that you have to set up at a certain distance to slow the trains down. As they were walking by, I was gonna throw a rock at the wall. But with my luck, I would throw a rock at the wall. They come chase me,
Yeah,
and they
Rosa,
fly.
you never
Yep.
seen one fly? They fly.
Oh yes, they do. Well, Rosa's from Puerto Rico. She's seen them fly, I'm sure. But those
Yeah.
here in New, they're nasty here in New York, man. You don't know what they were eating, man. In Puerto Rico, at least if they're gonna eat something, it's like other little insects or
That's right, yeah.
greenery or something, or crumbs.
But like, look at that roach. He has an avocado in his hand.
Yeah, tiene un aguacate. Look at the other one. Tiene los tostones. The other one's coming down with the rice and
Yeah.
beans.
These
But
guys
yeah,
are nasty.
don't. Uy, for nah. Roaches and rats. That's what scares me the most. And I used to work in the subway. Imagínate.
Mm. We got 30 seconds.
All right. Well, listen, guys. It's been a pleasure. We had a lot of fun today, like always. And next week we have a better show. Do some homework. Love you guys. Mwah. Good night, Johnny Boricua Prince Dones, and that is the other guy over there. What's his name?
I think it's Charles Laloma. I'm not sure.
Charles Laloma. Sounds like a boxing name. Have a good
Right?
night, everyone. Love you.